Singer sewing machines were hugely popular around the world, and they were made right here in Clydebank. At one time, the factory supplied over 1 million sewing machines worldwide. Demand for these new machines was high. Technology was changing, and now fashion and dressmaking was accessible to the masses.
The Clydebank Blitz, which was in 1941, devastated the town. 528 people killed in 2 nights of intensive bombing. But most importantly, people went to their work, because it was a munitions factory at that time. It turned to making munitions. So singers did what they had to do.
Well, typical day, we come in in the morning. The majority of people come in early. Yeah, you sat and you read your paper, done a crossword, had a bit of a chit-chat, then the bell went, then you started working. What was it, 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. Whistle blew, tea break. When I started in Singers, it was 25 to 6 was the stopping time. When I started in there in 1956, then they gradually brought it down to a 40-hour week. I thought the place was going to shut down because we lost an hour, almost an hour every day, but it was lovely. It's like a half day. I was going to have like a half day work, getting home early, smashing.
The factory was well known for its iconic 200-foot high clock tower, and at the time it was the largest 4-faced clock in the world.
One of the remarkable things about the Singer factory in Clydebank is that they made absolutely everything on site. Every screw that went into the machine, all the parts, they had their own foundry, they generated their own power. Unfortunately, they didn't keep up in terms of modernisation of processes and production. So by the time the 1960s came around, there was increasing competition from overseas, from companies who had modernised. In 1963, the company attempted to catch up and they demolished the iconic Singer clock tower.
So here we have the Singer speaker from 1963. At 5 p.m. on Friday the 15th of March, there was an end of an era, and the Singer clock gives way to progress. Sadly, this is all that remains of the great Singer clock tower. One little piece of the hands.
Unfortunately, by that point, it was probably too late. And the period from the sort of 60s through to the late 70s was one of steady decline. And by 1979, it became clear that the company owners felt that it was no longer viable.
The factory sadly closed its doors in June 1980.
Oh, devastated. It was living like everybody in Clydebank, the whole of Clydebank were devastated when the factory closed down.
Although the clock tower and factory have long since gone, the Singer name is still synonymous with stitchers all over the world. Its name has been stitched into the history books as one of the most iconic brands of the Industrial Revolution.